Okay, let's just get right into it. The title's a little provocative, right? But honestly, it cuts straight to the point of a super tricky subject: dating someone at work. I mean, we spend a massive part of our lives in the office, so it's only natural that, sparks might fly. But the big question we're tackling today is whether mixing your work life and your love life is ever a good idea.
So let's just ask it directly. Is it ever a good idea? You probably have a gut reaction right now, a strong yes or a definite no way. But hold that thought. Before you make up your mind, we're going to break down what's really at stake here, because the answer, well, it's way more complicated than you might think.
Because look, while the thought of an office romance can be pretty exciting, we have to start with the potential downside, the fallout. So let's dive into the unspoken risks, the things that can seriously mess up your career when you're caught up in the moment.
It always starts with the hope, doesn't it? The dream of finding love at work, having this amazing partner right there with you. It's a powerful fantasy, but the reality, that can turn into a total nightmare fast. All of a sudden, you're the main character in the office gossip mill. People start questioning your integrity, your decisions, and just like that, the career you've worked so hard for could be in real jeopardy. That's the conflict right there, the dream versus the potential for professional ruin. So how does it all go so wrong? Well, it usually comes down to three big dangers. First, you've got the power dynamic problem. If you're dating your boss or someone who reports to you, forget it. Every single decision you make is going to look like favoritism, and your credibility just tanks. Then there's the breakup aftermath. If things go south, every meeting, every hallway conversation becomes incredibly awkward. That tension creates a toxic vibe for the entire team. And finally, the team impact. Even when things are going great, the team dynamic changes. Cliques can form, people might feel left out, and collaboration just takes a nosedive.
Okay, so it sounds pretty bad, a total minefield. But that doesn't mean it's an impossible situation. So if you do find yourself catching feelings for a colleague, what are you supposed to do? Well, luckily for us, there's a practical, professional survival guide for this exact thing, a way to navigate it all without totally sinking your career.
It boils down to 5 clear steps you have to take. Step 1, establish clear boundaries. This is non-negotiable and means no personal arguments in the break room, no pet names over Slack, keep it professional. Step 2, and this is huge, consider company policies. Don't just assume it's okay, you have to actually check. Third, communicate openly with your partner about how you're both going to handle this at work. You have to be a united front. Fourth, be prepared for consequences. Look, this isn't about being negative, it's about being a realist. You have to have a plan for the worst-case scenario. And finally, seek guidance. Talk to a mentor you trust or even HR. Getting an impartial perspective can be a lifesaver. And about that company policy thing, this is exactly why it is so critical. You could flip open your employee handbook and find this exact language. We're talking about real stakes here. Ignoring the rules isn't just a bad look. It could literally get you fired.
All right, so after weighing all the hopes, the pretty serious risks, and the survival guide, everything really comes down to one simple guiding principle. This is the big takeaway you need to remember above all else. In the end, it's all about this: protect your professional reputation. That reputation is the most valuable thing you have in your career. It takes years of hard work to build, but it can get torched in an instant. So no matter what you decide to do, your number one job has to be protecting the career you've put so much into.
And that brings us right back to where we started, with that coffee pot. The whole point is to have a functional, productive workplace where everyone can thrive. So, whether you go for it or not, the question you have to ask yourself is this: are my actions helping to keep the coffee pot clean for everyone, or am I about to make a huge mess?